Big knocks from Moores and Wessels left Worcestershire in trouble at Trent Bridge. Chris Nash and Libby enjoyed themselves on day one, but a late flurry of wickets saw the hosts finish on 336 for 5. The Worcestershire bowlers didn't seem huge fans of the pink ball, but would need to put it to good use, with Notts already building a strong first innings total. Moores and Wessels made a steady start to proceedings, with boundaries hard to come by in the early stages. Having ramped up the runs against them in a short spell, Worcestershire were happy to see the back of Moores as he was bowled by Whiteley, leaving Notts 395 for 6. On his return to the Notts side, Broad partnered Wessels to lunch. The visiting team would need a lot more from their bowlers in the second session, as Notts had already amassed a strong total with 4 wickets still in hand. Wessels brought up his third half-century of the season in the second session as he sent Morris to the boundary. Broad was unable to match the batting heroics at the other end as an attempt to go over the top to a D'Oliveira delivery found Guptill at mid-wicket. Notts 457 for 7 upon his departure. Fletcher showed no fear against the spin of D'Oliveira, sending him for 6. 2 balls later he attempted it again and saw Whiteley make the catch in the deep, and he departed for 13. Mitchell removed Milnes and Notts declared on 499 for 9. With Broad back in their ranks, the hosts will be looking to remove as many Worcestershire wickets as possible before the end of day 2. Mitchell and Guptill had been moving along smoothly for the visitors until Guptill failed to connect cleanly with a Gurney delivery and handed a simple catch to Milnes. Worcestershire losing their first wicket with 43 on the board. The interval arrived with Worcestershire 96 for 2 after Gurney had already removed both openers. The visiting team with a real fight on their hands to post a decent score to challenge the 499 that Notts had declared upon during the second session. Having spent the end of the second session getting comfortable at the crease, Fell would have been disappointed when an early Fletcher delivery nicked his bat and Moores provided a superb catch behind the stumps to dismiss him for 25. Fletcher was on hand for another dismissal as Clarke was trapped leg before, with the visitors' innings starting to fall apart in the final session. Worcestershire would have been expecting to make it to stumps without any further trouble, but Gurney wasn't finished with his haul for the day. His third wicket, that of Cox, departing with his team 173 for 5. Skipper D'Oliveira had hoped to lead his team to close without any further drama, but was the man to hand Broad his first wicket of the contest, caught by Nash after making 24. Broad was finally in his groove at Trent Bridge as Tuig lasted just 13 balls before being removed by the England man. Whiteley and Pennington survived to the end of play, bringing Worcestershire to stumps on 215 for 7. Still 284 short of Notts' first innings total, thanks to a half-century from Moores and Wessels finishing on 75 not out. All to do for the visitors heading into the third day of action.